Hey guys, New York Dan here. Yeah, let's talk about this. Content commentator BE, barium exposure. I put up a video before. We had some news that he may have passed away. Yeah, this one's tricky. You know, here's what I'm piecing together. First of all, let me just start out. I'm going to tell you some more information. This is and what we found out so far. Here's the thing. I am on vacation here on the East End. I do not have my computer. There's no internet here at this house. I have a signal on my phone where I get 30 gigs high speed. It's called unlimited, only 30 gigs high speed though. Yeah, I've knocked my footage down to 720 by 1280 to try to save data. Now, all I've been doing is while I'm doing cool stuff, I'm making videos and I'm trying to post some on the road, so to speak, using that data. I have high speed internet at home. It's fiber and I can upload videos much easier. Now, here's the deal. I do not want to go through watching every Tom, Dick, and Harriet's video that's posted because that's eating up my data. Yup. What happened here with BE, barium exposure, this is what I'm putting this together. And the problem is when I did the video that I put up before, the video saying that he had passed away, a lot of comments were coming in on that video saying different things. Now, a lot of them, I got to decipher, are some of the comments known as troll comments where people are just mad in general and they like to leave a comment that's bad with no appropriate reason. You know, usually when someone passes away, you wouldn't think you'd have bad comments coming in. You know, some of the stuff said really nasty stuff, and it's just derogatory stuff. It's not even relevant to the video. Yeah, I don't know why such controversy would be coming up, because we're not even talking Sarasota Tim here. We're talking about a commentator that did commentary on Sarasota Tim. So I'm not exactly sure what that's about, why all of a sudden there's like troll commenters coming up out of the woodwork. Now here's what's going on. My subscribers, in other words, that leave comments on my channel, they left me a comment originally saying, and they're not trying to spoof on anyone or create a prank. This was legit. The lady was upset and she told me it's bad news. Barium exposure, the guy, BE, has passed away. Yes, and she's not at fault because she probably is, at the time, we thought this was something that's 100% legit. Now, here's the deal. I figured the video would be a good service message to tell people about this, and also like a sound off board, because I was thinking maybe, okay, if this is legit, maybe some people are going to start putting up links. Maybe an obituary link would be coming up. Maybe information about BE, what his full name was, what he had done, cause of death, perhaps. Something would come up on the video. It's like a sound off board. That's why I did the video. I thought it would be a service announcement. Now, here's the deal. From what I heard in the comments, there was some commenting about this may have started when Cowpoat Adventure, this guy who lives up in the same area as barium exposure. I believe they're both in like Michigan. So this would make sense. There was something about his wife received an email notifying her that barium exposure had passed away. Okay, they're both from Michigan. They're both in that area. That would make sense, right? And then there was a video up that Calpo posted saying something about him passing away. Now, I think from what I understood when the comments were first coming in, they said, yeah, Calpo reported on that already, that this gentleman had passed away. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Now, like I said, I'm on vacation. I don't want to burn up all my data watching these videos because it takes the same amount of data to watch a video on your phone as it does to upload one. So I'd rather use high-speed data for uploading. And I look through all the comments. The comments take very little data. I've been keeping on that. You know, when I have a minute at a time, I'm not doing family stuff. I'm looking in there. And I have a lot of stuff I filmed that I'm gonna be uploading from home because of all the data problem. It's true. So Cal Pote, if his wife got this email and then he reported on it, now don't tell me nobody, here's the thing that's so confusing. Nobody has said Cal Pote did not, no one has said to the contrary that barium exposure was still alive. Cal Pote didn't come out and say, hey, he's not, in fact, passed away. No, I haven't seen any titles. I looked through the title. I did a search. I'm like, do any of these videos say, in response to New York Dan, what's going on here? No, I haven't seen anything saying that he did not pass away. That's the confusing part. I've not seen anything to that extent. I have not gotten any comments left by barium exposure himself, or he hasn't contacted me saying, hey, I am still very much alive. None of that's happened, guys. So this is still in limbo, so to speak. Now, a few of the guys, they're kind of, I don't know if these guys are up to something, and I'm kind of, you know, I did this to help, and I never intended this as a prank or a spoof or anything. No, I did this to help. I thought people could sound off on the video. And apparently there was a comment from Carl where he had like a emoji face or something. He was laughing or something. And he put like, dude. What is this? If BE is still alive or whatever, Carl should have written a comment and said, I have credible information that BE is in fact alive. The video that you posted was a rumor started by Cal Pote or something like that. No, he didn't post anything saying that. No one has posted to the contrary about this. And like I said, am I dealing with trolls that want to take down? They want me to take the video down just because they don't like it. A lot of times there'll be trolls just for the sake of trolling. I'm like, what's going on here? Is this real? Is it not? I'm trying to enjoy my vacation out here, guys. That's why I'm going to do this update video about this and tell you guys, I have not seen an obituary. In fact, if these guys started this rumor, that's pretty low of them to do. I'm going to say that right now. Whoever started it, who's ever saying this stuff. Now, I know Carl calls into Cal Pote's show a lot. The two of them are like linked up. If they started this, that's really That's not good. That's really not acceptable. I mean, why would you even do that? If the guy's not going to be posting videos anymore, why would you do such a dumb thing as to make something up saying that the guy passed away? Why are you doing that? If he's not even making videos, what have you got a beef with him that you would go to that extent? That's the thing. That's why I didn't think it was, when I heard about this, I thought it was 100% certain. I thought they were being honest. Now you're telling me that Carl and Cal Pote, this is something is going on with this? Guys, the whole thing is weird. Now, here's the other thing. Barium Exposure himself, if he had a channel on YouTube, okay, it's free to leave your channel on YouTube, right? How come he did not just post a video and leave his channel and say, guys, I am taking a break from posting. I'm 100% well, and you will not be seeing videos from me every day. I'm going to take a little break from this. I might be back in the future, but I just want to let everyone know I'm really in good health. Nothing's going on. Okay, that would have been the respectable thing for BE to do. Erasing your whole channel is very bizarre behavior. And also, if you have subscribers, when you erase your channel or you take the whole channel down, your subscribers go down with it. I don't think you keep subscribers if your channel's taken down. So why would he do? This is why it's so confusing. I don't know these guys, if I was dealing with trolls, are they being legit? I don't want to rank or throw people under the bus, Cal Pote, because just because his channel may be smaller, and Carl, I don't want to just throw them under the bus either. You see, I'm like a ping pong ball. I'm in the middle of this whole thing. It's a mess. And I'm going to tell you this much right now. I've watched BE in the past, and I've seen his channel. And from what I remember, when he got tired of doing the YouTube, he did post a video in the past, and he said, guys, it's stressing me out. I'm going to take a break from this. I have property to work on, I guess in northern Michigan. It's kind of like our upstate New York. He's like, yeah, I got a cabin or something up there. I want to work outdoors. I'm going to take a break from this. He's done that in the past. And he's put a video out, and he's left up the channel. He hasn't, people have said, oh, he does this all the time. No. Or they've said he does this in the past. I don't think they said he does this all the time. Yeah, I saw when he did it in the past, and he put a video explaining it, and he left his channel up. That's a big difference. So why he would just delete the channel, and like I said, then he'd lose all his subscribers. It makes no sense, guys. It makes no sense. He very well may have passed away, because to delete the channel completely and lose your subscribers, then what's he going to do? If he wants to do it again, he's got to start from scratch. That makes no sense. Something's very, very strange here. And I haven't heard anything from Barium Exposure. I've not heard diddly. I haven't heard from anyone related to him. There's been nothing to the contrary saying that he is in fact alive. It's really strange stuff, guys. It's kind of like when Elvis passed away. A lot of people said, oh, you know what? He just wanted time to himself. He was under pressure, performing all the time. There was so much nonsense going on. People were saying that at the time, back in the 70s, he didn't pass away. He had to do that to take a break. But you know what? It's a little different if you're a superstar or, and you're internationally known or whatnot. Being a YouTuber, a small-time YouTuber, I don't think anyone would have to go to that extent. I think they would just post on their channel, I'm taking a little break. I would do that on my channel if I want to take a break. I would let people know I'm not going to just disappear like that. People, that's why it was convincing. And I think the lady on my channel, Diana, she was very upset about it. She said, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news interrupting your vacation, but this something bad has really happened. Yeah, you know what? She probably saw the information on Cowpoats about the email or that he had passed. Something is going on. Yeah, that's what happened. And we still don't know for real. BE shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have just deleted a channel like that. No. And oh, by the way, the other thing is with this channel and the guy, okay, he never used his real name. No. I mean, it's very mysterious to begin with. Why, the guy doesn't even tell us his name. He calls himself BE. He never told us his name. So when you're saying, oh, in respect to his family, oh, what about his friends? What do you mean? His name has not been even told on the channel. We don't know who this mystery man is. So it's not like we're using his name and we're publishing an official obituary. No. This was like a sound off board. And it worked just as it should. People shared their opinions. Any information they had, it was posted through the comments. And we see what came up. It worked just as it should. All right. Now, at this time, it's still mysterious what's going on. The only time we'll know for sure is if he reactivates a channel and he appears in person on the channel. And we don't even know for real. And unless that happens and he's talking relevant information from events going on currently, we wouldn't even know if it's real. We will not know if it's one of those anime channels that uses AI and they put cartoons up or different things. The Sarasota commentary, just using like clips and things. That we're not even going to know if that's real. We're not going to know if that's him. Someone else could. That's the other thing. Someone else could take the name if he deleted the channel. Someone else could take that name right over. But unless I see his face, him doing the commentary, I'm not going to buy that he is in fact still alive. I'm not going to buy that until I actually see him appear and address whatever's going on. Current events. Yeah. I mean, I hope he's okay. I hope it's just hearsay that was started from these other commentator channels. I hope he's all right. I don't wish anything bad for him. I have no beef. I never made fun of his channel. I never ranked on him. BE. I never did anything. I never said anything bad about the guy. He actually responded to one of my videos when I was talking about the teeth that Sarasota Tim was working on, and I was talking about dental stuff. BE had shared with us, and he responded directly to me, my name, saying he had gotten an implant set put in, a special brand, like new teeth essentially, and it was very, very expensive. He was talking about that, and he was telling me it's very hard to fix your own teeth or to try something like that. A surefire way. He had his whatever was left if he had bad teeth removed, and then the special implant system, they put posts in, I believe, and then they put the whole set of teeth on those posts. Yeah, it's tough to have that done too. That's serious stuff, you know. And there's a lot of stuff going on. They even also, if you have a lot of dental issues, they said that can affect your heart. It can lead to having a heart attack from the bacteria that when you disturb your mouth. That's why I was wondering, maybe that could have led to some kind of a heart event. You just never know. I hope he's okay. I hope he's all right. I still am kind of confused as to, who would start a prank like that? Who would do that? Number one, if that's what happened, I don't want to throw people under the bus. Who would do that? Why would you say that in the first place? It's not like BE was trashing these other channels either. I don't understand it. I don't remember BE really saying anything bad. He was mainly commenting on Sarasota Tim. That's what he did. But yeah, nothing's come up as far as his real name, proof that he passed away. Nothing's materialized. I really thought when I put the video up that something would have materialized. There would have been some linkage showing up to his local newspaper, something legit coming up that told about him. So far, nothing's materialized. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the video down, the original one, and hence I'm going to upload this one over my data here, and then I'll be posting more trip stuff as I can especially when I get the high-speed internet when I'm back. I think that's the game plan here. And it's not my subscriber's fault at all. It's not her fault. She saw misleading information if that's what indeed happened. Yeah. That's what I've pieced together so far. And this whole thing, it wasn't supposed to be anything else than a sound off board and a public service announcement. Because if his channel's gone, and I was thinking maybe his widow doesn't know, not everyone knows computers. A lot of people, I've seen people at the park where I tell them, I ask them, number one, do you watch YouTube? Because they're asking me about stuff, and we're talking, and they would make a great interview, and I'm like, do you watch YouTube? Because I have a channel. And I was talking to a retired guy at the park the other day. He did not know how to do computers. He didn't watch. So if BE's widow is not tech savvy, nobody would know. How's anyone gonna know? His real name was not used. We don't know. We really don't know what was going on. Maybe his widow knew he had a YouTube channel, and she maybe asked one of her nephews or somebody that's younger to, if he's gone, we better just take the channel down. Can you just go in there and on his phone and just delete his channel? I can really see how someone like my grandma, that's exactly what she would have done. If she knew that he had a YouTube channel, she would be like, when they're doing the funeral process, the whole thing, she would be like, she'd ask someone young like my nephew and be like, can you just go in his phone? He had a channel and make sure that's closed out. Maybe she thought he had to pay for that. We don't know. You know, I could really see that happening. And like I said, yeah, this BE should have posted something and said, I'm taking a break. I'll be back later, or maybe I won't be back, but I'm in good health. He should have posted a video. He shouldn't have just deleted the channel. That's part of it. And then I don't know if these other guys are involved in this. From my understanding, it's Calpo and Carl. That's if they're purposely, you know, no mistake about it, doing something that they really shouldn't be doing. You know, I don't want to say that directly. I don't want to say, because I don't really fully know. I don't fully know about this. So it was a sound off board. It worked as it should. And maybe we'll get an answer in the future, you know, maybe from BE himself, even. We just don't know, you know. And I'll keep an eye out if Calpo or Carl does a direct video, if they want to explain what happened here, if they want to tell how did this start, do it. Let me know what's going on. I'll look for the title. And when I'm back home, I'll watch it. I'll check it out. But, you know, I just can't believe this even happened. Like, it's just weird. It's very weird, the whole thing. So that's where we're at. And I'll take that other video down. And I'll look for any explanations, and we'll just see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Hey, I'm sorry to bring you any kind of somber news. That's not what my intention is. I want to keep this channel about positivity, you know, do cool stuff on it, and exciting stuff. I don't want to go into business as a funeral director. That's not my intention. If I wanted to do that, I would be putting on a suit with a flower or something and going. I can make a lot of money doing that, actually. Those guys, that's a big, it's a tough business to be in, because you're dealing with somber stuff like this. I wouldn't want to do it. You imagine that? It's not fun, guys. Not fun to do that kind of stuff. All right. Hey, I hope everyone is doing okay, and we'll get some happier video content out, okay? And I still say prayers for BE. I hope the guy's okay, and I hope he's alive, and I hope he's okay mentally. If he was having some kind of a stress, you know, that's not good either. Yeah. So that's where I'm at, and I'm going to see if there's any explanations from Carl and Calpo as to what the heck, why and how. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. This New York Dan, over and out.